Yo,
Papa G, what's good?
what's good, man? How's everything, Roy T?
Not bad, not bad. Yadi, what's up?
Hello.
How you doing today?
I'm okay today. Yeah. I'm doing okay.
Yeah?
Yeah.
All right. We got a very special guest today, by the way, in case you didn't see him sitting in the middle of our screen right here. We got our brother, Domo, aka DomoNoGood.
Right.
Extravagant rapper. Just dropped his new tape, Birth of a Nation. Appreciate you coming through today, brother.
I appreciate y'all for having me. How you doing?
So the people probably, unless they've been to Wolf House the last couple of years, they don't know Domo has been a longtime friend of ours, especially Greg's. Actually, I met Greg through Domo, so always
yes, emphasis on that.
He's like, I built this brick by brick.
Franklin, I am brick by brick. How you doing today, though, bro?
I'm chilling, man. I'm good. I'm running on Cali time, so I'm a little slow physically.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
How long you been out in Cali, bro?
Shit, just I'm gonna say 3.5 weeks, almost a month.
Oh shit!
Nice. You networking?
Yeah, man. Networking, meeting a lot of people, getting closer to my management team, and working things out. And it's just been so far so good, man. I'm loving it.
Oh man, I don't think I've ever been away from New York more than 2 weeks.
Oh really? Word.
Yeah, if it's vacation, but I've never gone anywhere else to work on anything or a special project or anything like that. So, how is it out there? Actually living somewhere else for a month.
I used to live in Baltimore for a few years. I don't know if you remember, Greg, with me and Lex. You know what I mean? But it just show you there's no place like home. You know what I mean? I don't know if I'm just saying that because I'm from New York, or I don't know if I'm saying it because that's my hometown. You know what I mean? But it ain't no place like home. As much as I love California.
It's different.
It's too different, bro. It's too different. Too different, man. But,
so let's talk a little bit about Birth of a Nation.
Let's go.
Is it an EP? I don't know the difference, honestly. I'm not technical, but EP. If you could break it down for us, please. What's the difference between EP, LP? I don't even know if there's other letters.
EP, if I'm not mistaken, to my understanding, is a project, right? A musical compilation that's under 30 minutes long. It has to be. I believe it's 3 to 4 tracks and under 30 minutes long. Mine is 8 tracks, but 20 minutes long.
Okay.
So I like to call it an extended EP or an album P. Let's call it. we can do that.
And I know there were some delays. I know we had this planned out to do, maybe fall last year, and it kind of came out in the middle of this year. I've never made an album. What kind of causes delays in these kind of things, or was it just you just wanted to push it back and release it at a different time?
I mean, for me personally, I think it was just a lot of things. You know what I mean? Finding the right music, being comfortable with the music that I'm putting out there. And, also for me personally, there was a lot of things going on that I don't want to say didn't allow me to do music at that time, but I just wasn't in the right headspace. You know what I mean? So it's kind of hard to be creative and fake depressed at the same time. You know what I mean? So
I get that.
Right, and I just wanted, when I put out this project, I didn't want to half-ass it at all. You know what I mean? So I go off of my moods. You know what I mean? Sometimes it's bittersweet because your moods can prolong the process. You know what I mean? But I just wouldn't jump into it if it didn't feel right. But once all of the tracks were done and everything was just sounding right, I was planning to release it earlier, but then this whole COVID shit started. And I was like, you know what, man, fuck it. I'm just gonna put it out there.
We were at the listening party on Skype, at Zoom or whatever.
Right.
Nah, that was dope, bro.
Thank you.
It was worth the wait, bro. It was worth the wait, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
Thank you. I appreciate that, man.
Perfectionist too. So what really went into the project? What was your mind process? Putting this together.
It's funny that you said it. So I am a perfectionist, especially when it comes to my music. You know what I mean? I will work on a song, constantly change things and change verses. But with this one, I didn't want to overthink it too much. You know what I mean? And I wanted to convey like me having fun with my music. You know what I mean? Not to say I wanted to switch the perception of me when you hear my music, right? I feel like a lot of people know that I do music. A lot of people that know that, okay, this is something that I take seriously, right? But I feel like a lot of times people can hear my music and not really hear me. You know what I mean? So what I wanted to do for this album, I didn't want to take myself too seriously, right? I wanted to show a little bit more of my personality and my skill. And I think it was just taking time out to find out how to blend those two. You know what I mean? So people can like get it, you know.
And I've listened to it quite a few times, and I think each time I feel like I have a different favorite.
That's dope.
And I think that's the telling of a good project. If you can't just pick one, like a lot of projects, it's like one song stands out, and the rest are kind of like they're all right, but what happened with the rest? It's a whole album. It's a project. It seemed like you put a lot into this. Even though it's 8 songs or whatever, less than 30 minutes, you put a lot of time and energy, and you can hear it in the music. And there were some different songs that I was like, oh, that's a different sound for Domo, but I fuck with it.
Thank you.
And I think I Don't Know and Switch were the two ones that kind of stood out as like a different sound for you, and I was just like, I vibe to this. I ride to this.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it. Those are honestly like my personal favorites too. You know what I mean? And like I always knew that I was like versatile when it comes to music, but like I said, I don't think everyone else knew that. You know what I mean? I think when people hear me rap, you got that kid from Brooklyn, you got that deep voice and bars. You know what I mean? And the part is that's my fault because that's what I've been given.
Right,
you know what I mean? I haven't been given all sides of me, so that's one thing definitely I was trying to put out with the album, even with the Caribbean record one time with Caliber, shout out Caliber.
That's my favorite.
Thank you, I appreciate that. But my pop's from Guyana. You know what I mean? I have a whole side of the family that's not from America. You know what I mean? A lot of people don't know about. You know what I mean? So it was just like even that, just showing that side. Well, I don't know, showing my softer side, showing that ability to love and that ability to tap into that deeper side and to speak to a female on a deeper level. You know what I mean? Because I definitely want the females to buy my music too.
You need the ladies.
You need the ladies. Where the ladies go, everybody.
Right. That's it. Everybody follow the ladies, bro.
Right. So and that definitely, like, I Don't Know is my favorite record, and that was actually the record that I had the hardest time writing. I stopped smoking to write that record. Like, shit was crazy. It challenged me.
I think
a lot.
One Time was my favorite when I first heard it, but I think you let us hear it like way too early, so I was like, all right. I know that song by heart already, and I'm like, okay. I heard the other one. I'm like, okay, I fuck with these two, and this, but the whole shit was just crazy, bro.
Thank you, man.
So now the project is out. Like, there was some delays, and unfortunately, on some level, you had to put it out during quarantine and COVID.
Yeah.
So what do you think is next, like performance wise? Like, what's the plan?
That's a good question. Honestly, I don't know. I just did a virtual performance like a couple of days ago. You know what I mean? So I don't know if that's like the new wave. That's what like the music industry is going to be heading towards, or like this virtual shit, remote shit. But
how did it feel to perform like virtually? Because I know like from like hosting Wolf House, like just being there, being live, and seeing somebody perform one of your favorite songs. That's it's like a different energy that you can't really compare. But everything is kind of transitioning now to virtual. From an artist perspective, like how did it feel to just perform and like not have a crowd?
It was dope because like for me, like I'm used to finding any stage possible. You know what I mean? Performing every week. You know what I mean? Different venues and shit like that. So to actually get that chance to scream my shit out, you know what I mean? I actually was probably more animated behind camera than on stage. Because you feel like you have to
be extra.
You gotta be extra. You have to overexert that energy so people could feel it through the camera lens. You know what I mean? So, like that was dope. I mean, I'm pretty sure being in Cali had more to do with it. I was like outside and shit like that, so it created like a whole vibe. But I mean, to go back to your first question, I really don't know as far as like performances. You know what I mean? That's a good question. It's honestly something that haven't been on my mind because like it can't be on my mind. Like shit is not even open yet for me to be, to be thinking about performances. Yeah, that's a good question. We should actually come back to that.
Yeah. I think if I've seen some live performance if done right. I mean, they could replace concerts if done right, but you need a little bit of production value to it. It can't just be kind of like a lens and you're just doing your song. But I've seen it done where I've seen the BET Awards. I thought that was even better than the normal. Yeah, I thought it was better than the live shows. Honestly,
I liked it.
It's a full show. They got all their graphics and everything. Things you can't do live. They can do it on the screen.
Right, exactly. Right,
I thought I enjoyed it more than I normally do.
You got that front row.
Right. I just finished watching Hamilton actually, and I tweeted the other day. And I was like, oh, $2,000 tickets? Nah, man. I love the show, but $2,000 tickets, I don't know about that. But it was an awesome show. I was like, oh, they should do all this shit. I don't even leave my house ever again. I don't fuck with people like that, so it's like, it's beautiful.
I mean, hey, if I could do a performance right now, hey, I ain't gotta move.
Yeah, you just go put your chain on, put your performance chain on.
Listen, you don't want to see what's under this waist. Below the waist, so this is perfect, man. Like
that would be awesome to be like a completely digital artist and just never leave your house and just have a full performance in your house. And that I think that's
for you.
I'm about to become a performer now. Fuck that.
I mean, what's so funny though? Who's actually like, I feel like now that we're talking about it, I'm realizing it, but like Tekashi, like he's doing that shit now. Yeah, this is probably like the best time for him.
Because he is on like house arrest, right?
House arrest. He probably started COVID. But anyway,
right.
But yo, Domo, what went into the name for this project? Like, what does it mean to you?
Birth of a Nation, to me, it has like many different meanings. I know a lot of people say that, but I say it because I can't make up my mind. You know what I mean? So, like, it's really, Birth of a Nation, my whole brand is domination. You know what I mean? Dominating over mental oppression. We are a nation of that. That's what the Domo and domination stands for, actually. But it was just like, for me, my first actual EP is this, me rebirthing that, me bringing that to the world, me rebranding that to the world. And as you know, one of my best friends, also my partner in domination, he was killed not too long ago. So even with like that death, I always also felt like this EP was just like a rebirth of that. You know what I mean? Rebirth of just like who I am as an artist, who I am as a person, as a man. You know what I mean? I feel like even like the content that I'm talking about in my music is different. The whole vibe is different. It's just the rebirth of a nation. You know what I mean? I should have called it Rebirth of a Nation. Rebirth of a Nation. Yeah, that would have been dope too. What I mean? Yeah, but Birth of a Nation, then the whole, Nat Turner and KKK propaganda movie, got the whole play on that. So, and I just felt it was right. And if you know me, that's my alley right there. So it was just perfect. It was perfect.
And how did you decide on the album cover?
So that picture, like I've been looking at that picture probably for like 10 years, and I'm like, it's gonna be an album cover one day. It's gonna be an album cover one day. So like I said, I already had plans to release the album before COVID. Then COVID happened. Then a lot of other shit got backed up as far as like doing the actual shoot for the album and video shoots and everything like that. So I was just in the crib one day. I'm like, fuck it. I got to get this shit out. I pulled up that picture. I just did the artwork myself, and it was just like perfect. I mean, what Birth of a Nation? That's the root right there. Okay. My mom's had a problem with that though.
Oh really?
Like, I was gonna ask. Like shit, I was there too.
Where was I?
I got her the next one. Right, I got it. Like, he took the picture. Gotcha.
Right, give her a director cut or something.
Creative director.
Right. Photo cred. Yeah. I like it.
Word.
So you sitting on some new heat, Domo, or what?
Yeah, man, I just dropped something today. I don't know if y'all checked that out,
shit,
though.
I didn't even
but
see it.
Yeah, man.
Oh, shit.
We didn't get the exclusive this time?
Shit.
I mean, I was waiting to tell y'all. Honestly, I told Greg to check it out.
Yeah, I checked it out.
Is it
Just
on?
relay the message.
Is it on Apple Music already, or?
I didn't put it on Apple Music yet. It's on YouTube. So yeah, just go on YouTube, go on my channel, or my Instagram, link my bio.
We can play that. We were gonna play one of
Fader.
your album songs at the end, but we can play that song at the end. What's the name of it?
It's called Funds.
Funds. All right.
We'll
find it.
Funds.
We'll find it before the pod ends, and we'll play it at the end of this.
Dope.
I feel like you've been doing music since I've known you, at least. I mean, Greg's known you a lot longer. What, I know you didn't call any of your previous projects. What made this one, different?
Well, this one, I can say it was something I was confident in. Mm-hmm. Everything that I put out before has just been like singles. You know what I mean? And subconsciously, looking back 2020 hindsight now, that was me just like testing the waters. You know what I mean? Of like people reaction or just me playing around with myself as an artist, pause. And
I wasn't gonna say it on the pod.
I'm calling a spade. I call it myself, but just experimenting with myself as an artist. And for a long time, for a very long time, like I was not comfortable with my voice. So like that took a while. That took a while to develop. You know what I mean? And as time goes on, you learn, you know what I mean? You learn how to make things work for you. So like this project, like I said, this was the first like complete set of work that I felt comfortable with to let it out to the world, to say, yo, this is my stamp, this is my EP, this is my project, this is me, this is my resume, so to say. You know what I mean? Like down to the arrangement of the songs, down to the artwork, to the beat production, you know what I mean? Down to the mixing. Shout out to Wave King, that's my producer, who also mixed and mastered my EP.
Okay. Dope,
you know what I mean? We did everything in-house. I got a couple other producers on there. He do beats. He from Spain. Shout out to Sonny, too. And, but this was just the first piece of music that I felt that could like actually embody me, So yeah.
I think that's so crazy that you said that you weren't comfortable with your voice,
right?
And you have like one of the like most unique voices that I've heard. Like even when I first heard it, I was like, wait, who's this? Like we know this person? Like like this just sounds good.
Thank you.
So how did you come to like get comfortable with your voice and like actually love it and know how to use it as a tool for your craft?
First, thank you. Second, just like a lot of practice, man. Just like being in the studio. Like it's to the point now, like how can I say? Like somebody come to me and they say like, yo, you nice. Like that song's hard. Like damn, you know what I mean? It's just like I appreciate it. But on the other side, it's like, I know that because I know the time I put into it. Like it's not just I didn't just wake up and just go into a mic and then the shit be coming out. Like no, like I just certain times that I was in the studio 4, 5, 6 in the morning, wake up, and gotta go to work. You know what I mean? And come back. So we're just taking that time. That time, repetition is key. You know what I mean? And I feel like the voice is an instrument. You know what I mean? The same way like it's a piano, the same way it is like a drum. You got to tune it. You got to, find what really works for you. So just constantly being in the studio, doing shit that sound right, doing shit that doesn't sound right, and just finding that pocket. It's like, all right, cool. This sounds good. This sounds good. So
like sort of piggyback off the voice, right? I'm pretty sure you hear like all the time, oh, you sound like Tupac, or even most recently Pop Smoke. How you deal with those?
Rest in peace, Pop Smoke. I mean, it's...
Like how you still find a space in the industry to differentiate yourself in that same regard.
Right. At first, like I didn't really, I don't think anyone likes being compared to anybody. You know what I mean? But like now, it's a form of flattery. You know what I mean? I appreciate it. You know, especially in Tupac references. Somebody that was profoundly great. Pop Smoke as well, because I feel like his music now, like even though he may not be all right, like a Biggie Smalls type lyricist, but his music does have an impact. You know what I mean? It moves you in a way. So, like I said, it's flattering. But yeah, for me, all I gotta do is just stay real, just stay me. I can't be a Tupac, I can't be a Pop Smoke, I can't come out screaming thug life, I can't come out screaming woo. You know what I mean? That's not going to be me. So we might sound the same, we might still give you that same feeling of authenticity, but we still different people. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, I feel like that's always going to show. People going to say if I'm trying to be a Tupac. People going to say if I'm trying to be a Pop Smoke. People going to say if I'm just trying to be a Domo.
Yeah.
So,
and ignore the hate.
Yeah, that too. It's always going to be something.
Yeah.
Always.
Always.
It's always going to be something, bro.
Especially on the internet.
I had a nigga tell me I sound like Joel Santana before.
What?
That's
a stretch.
I don't know about that one.
I don't know.
I don't know about that one. I think on the first track, you mentioned, you lost a lot of homies, whether it's, death or prison. And I see you online. You're always shouting out your homies, whether, I see you post RIP fees a lot. And you calls to the homies in prison. Like, a lot of people have friends in jail and who died, but they don't rep them as, far as you have, as I've seen anyway. Like, what kind of drives you to kind of keep these names in your posts and your voice and in your music? What kind of drives you to do that?
It's funny that you say that, because me personally, I feel like I don't do it enough. And I don't do it enough because I don't want to put out that perception of like it's cool, you know what I mean? Because it's real. You know what I mean? These are real people that's really close to me. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, Greg know these people. Yeah. You understand that Greg has nothing to do with that type of life. But they were so close to me that they had no choice to be around, the people that I grew up with. So for me, it's like that's all it is. It's not, how can I say? For me, it's like it's not the end thing to say RIP this. Because I have a lot of other friends that died, but it didn't affect me to the point where I want to wake up and give acknowledge to that person. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. It didn't affect me to the point where it was that real. Like, even, my man G-Mac, like, he lived upstairs with me for like 10 years. You know what I mean? Fee, Shaw, we lived together. We was in Baltimore running around, Me, Fees, and Lex, we came up with Domination. So it's like these are people that's like real to me, close, like damn near like family. So I mean, like I said, I feel like I don't do it enough. Right. And the reason why I don't, because I don't want to put out that perception of it's cool, you know what I mean? I would much rather like tell you the negative sides of doing what you're doing. You know what I mean? Like through music or something like that. But it's real, man. It's real.
I hear you. and I see you. You were out. When the protests were going on in the city and all that.
Yes, sir.
We appreciate you being a soldier out there on the streets and holding it down and preaching. Throughout the weeks. I know these times have been crazy, and and we even had a pod about it, and we brought somebody in to kind of talk to us about it, and it's just like, it's just a lot. It's a lot. So we appreciate you, going out there, sharing your experience, and telling your story. Either even the music came out before all this, because obviously George Floyd, is an everyday story for us. So it's nothing new for us. So when I listened to the music again today, I was like, oh wow, he was talking about the same stuff that we talking about today, like, and you already made this music, so it's just a little crazy.
And I mean, I appreciate that a lot. And it's so, I mean, I don't know if Greg, if you remember the song that I had called "The People."
I was gonna say, like, you also had your own incident, right?
You know what I mean? Like, Well, what Hope said, lyrically, I probably bleed Talib Kweli. You know what I mean? Like that's if I had my, if I knew that would take me there, trust me, oh my God, I'd be on the whole conscious shit because I have my thoughts, I have my opinions, I have my own experiences. You know what I mean with the cops. I've been beat up, assaulted by the cops at 15 years old. You know what I mean? So police brutality, that always been something I was just like, that just really just like got under my skin. You know what I mean? Racial tensions, shit. Me and Greg, 13 years old, been chased out of a white neighborhood with grown men trying to kill us, run us off the road, throwing eggs at us. You know what I mean? We 12, 13, 14 years old. You know what I mean? Right. So, you know what I mean? We grew up with we I don't want to say but we grew up with these questions of confusion. You know what I mean? These feelings of like, damn, I can't walk down the block, like, you know what I mean? Or shit, if something happened to me, I can't even call 911 because there may be a chance that shit, they might turn on me. You know, so I've always had like, you know, like I said, like these questions of confusion. If you're a righteous person, you're gonna feel that injustice. You know what I mean? Even if it's not happening to you, you know, even if it's happening to somebody else. You know what I mean? So when my mans get locked up, I feel that. You know what I mean? I feel that. Whether he was right or wrong, I feel that. When somebody gets shot or something by the cops or by another person, black or white, I feel that. You know, I feel that. And I feel like I feel like more empathy over sympathy would like change a lot in the world.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. And I think, you know, racism, you know, it's easy to put a definition on it, I think, but until you experience it for yourself, you really don't know that feeling. You know, it's just like, you know, you can say, oh, yeah, I understand, I feel you. But if you haven't experienced it yourself, I'm sorry, but you'll just never understand it. You know, it's part of everyday life for us. And I know people try to understand and try to feel what we're feeling, but, you know, if you lived it every day for your whole life, then you know what I'm talking about. So, and I see, you know, you do a lot of work with kids as well. What is that to you, kind of inspiring the youth and talking to the kids? And, you know, I see you have a lot of fun with them. I know school's kind of out now, so you're not really, you know, can't hang out with the kids and teach and all that. But what's that mean to you, kind of, aside from music, you know, talking to the kids directly?
Man, Domo love the kids, man. Domo love the kids. Only don't smoke right now. They're gonna see this because I'm in California and it's legal.
It's legal there, children.
It's legal in the comforts of my own home. But yeah, man, I love the kids. I love working with the youth. You know, just like earlier today, I was talking to my manager. Like I got some of the students that I work with. They repost my music and shit like that. You know, they commented under my post like, "Damn, you know, about time you dropped this." You know what I mean? But like it's something that I've come to learn. You know, as you get older, you know, as you come to learn yourself. You know what I mean? It's something that I enjoy. You know, even beyond the music. You know, when it takes off, I recognize that, you know, kids are the future. Not to be on some corny shit, but these little snotty nosed motherfuckers, they do grow up. They do grow up to run the world. You know what I mean? And this is going to be their world the same way that it is ours now. The same way we're making this change. So you got to have some type of effect on them or some type of impact, or even just, I feel like even with kids, just knowing that somebody older than them believes in them. You know what I mean? Or somebody older than them has more confidence in them than themselves, and just even somebody that they might you know, idolize or look up to. You know, because I work with high school kids now, so I'm not that far removed from them. You know what I mean? And I come in as me. You know, so they recognize that, they know what I do as far as, you know, music and everything. So it's easy for them to respond to me. It's easy to get through them. You know what I mean? And I love that. You know what I mean? Sometimes it gets too personal because I hate when I can't, and I know what's going to happen to them, you know, down the line. But you know, you can't save everyone, you know, as long as you try. But I love it, man. I love it. I love it. And we gotta. I feel like everyone, as men, as black men we gotta
Yeah.
do for our youth. We gotta instruct our young black men because they're out here lost. You know what I mean? And a good male, a good positive male role model will go a long way. You know what I mean? To a young black boy or even a young black girl. You know, honestly.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I see it all the time at work. You see these kids coming in, they have no positive male role models in their life, and that's just sad. That's just how it is sometimes. But it's good that you're there trying to, get to them before they reach that point, which is dope.
I mean, like I said, I'm just trying. You know what I mean? I don't have all the answers. You know what I mean? All I can do is I can tell them my mistakes. You know what I mean? And my experiences and what I'm trying to do right now as a grown man. You know what I mean? But there's a lot more to be done. It's a lot more. You know, we all know that.
Yeah, plenty of work.
Yeah.
Is there any kids in the school that rap better than you though? Tell the truth.
Nah. Nah. I don't know about that. I don't know. Funny. They love that song.
Oh, I love that fucking song.
Yeah.
Yo, I dropped that and I was like a celebrity at my school. That shit was crazy.
Listen, I don't know how many times I listen to that fucking song, bro, but it's a lot.
Yeah.
I fucking listen to that shit a lot.
Appreciate that, man. Shout out to PYL Bags.
Right.
Shout out to the whole PYL family. You know.
Any other questions before we move on to our second and third segments of the show? Papa G, anything?
I believe that's all I had. I went through my notes here.
Yeah, I mean, we'll definitely get Domo back on. I mean, he's a friend of the show, friend of the pod, friend of ours personally. So we'll definitely get you back on as you release more and more music and, things come to, get updated. But let's move on to shit I don't like. Papa G, will you be participating today?
Yes.
All right.
Because this is fresh and this is brand new. Why don't niggas have AC in their house?
Oh damn!
What's going on, son? Well, listen, not listening. I just left her mama house, no AC, and they had one fucking fan, like the little old school fan, sitting on the table.
Oh no!
What plastic furniture, son?
Oh
Yo, my back still stuck to the house.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. I think 2020, everybody should have AC.
2020. That's the goal for 2020.
Something. I just hate that.
I get it. It's been about 90 degrees this whole week. I tried to, I'm trying to save energy, try to save money on my bills, and I've been running it up, bro. I never passed $100 on our electric bill, and this month was well over that. So, you need that AC, man. It's 95 degrees out here.
It's ridiculous.
Shout out to California Central Air System.
Oh, okay. Central. Papa G, thank you for participating today. Domo, would you like to give us something you don't like?
That I don't like. NYPD. How about that?
All right.
Speak on it.
Let's speak on it. Get your shit together, NYPD.
Fuck the cops. Except Papa G.
Let me make that
nah, he's not in. I just like to fuck with him.
I'm not even a criminal. I'm not even talking about that aspect. But these motherfucking tickets. Listen, man. Talk to him. I gotta do something.
Right.
Half of these hydrants don't even work. That's the only thing I'm dreading about going back home to.
Right. I mean, I spend my day like moving my car around, trying to avoid, parking side,
the alternate side parking.
Yeah, alternate side
for
parking.
No reason.
Right. They had it up to quarantine too. They had a quarantine, and then they tell us you got to move your fucking car. What the fuck was that?
Yeah.
It took them like a month to figure that shit out. Like, oh, we can't come out. What if I got COVID? I'm gonna get people sick because I got to move my car.
Right. Then
So fuck those meter maids. Yachty, would you like to participate today?
I'm good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. I'll just do a quick one, I guess. I'm trying to. What did I like this week? Today.
You said this week.
Every day, I got, I try not to make a list because then I feel toxic. Every time I write something down, I'm like, somebody does something, I just write it down. I'm like, but, I hate, I hate on, I'm on Twitter and Facebook a lot more now that we're in quarantine. Instagram, I scroll a little bit more than usual. I'm just scrolling, you spend your whole day scrolling if you don't keep track. But, I see a lot of recycled posts, like, I see one person tweet something or post something on Facebook, it goes viral. People are going nuts, hilarious, funny shit. I just see somebody else post the same thing, word for word. I was like, you obviously got this from somewhere, Just cite your motherfucking sources.
Yeah.
I just don't get it. I don't get it. I'm scared to say some fire shit. And then, 2 weeks later, the motherfucker in Oregon or some shit post that shit. I'm like, I can't even pull up on a nigga.
And then he go viral more than you.
Right. He get 100,000 likes on that shit, and I only got 5,000. What's up, motherfucker? Thank you all for participating in Shit I Don't Like today, except you, Yachty, of course. We love you either way, even if you don't have anything you don't like today.
I don't like you.
Speak on it.
Just kidding. I'm just kidding.
We actually started. We want to put an ad out for our podcast. So we're we got a few things together. It'll be coming out very soon, everybody. So,
oh yeah.
I think
targeting everybody.
Yeah. If you got a computer or a phone, you will be targeted.
See this ad. You will see this ad.
We haven't spent any money on marketing since we started this pod, so I think it's time to expand a little bit. We got some dope interviews. We got some really cool people coming in, so we want to share it with as many people as we can. So check us out at Wolf and Unicorn on Instagram. Domo, would you like to plug your Instagram website, whatever you got before we go on to last couple segments?
Yes. You can find me everywhere at DomoNoGood, at DomoNoGood, Domo No Good, everywhere. Right. Twitter, Instagram. My Facebook is Domo Nation though. But Spotify, iTunes, Tidal, everything, Domo No Good.
Okay. I don't think people even look at Facebook anymore, honestly. I mean,
nah.
I don't really go to Facebook for brand pages and all that stuff. Huh?
Probably won't even add you. That's the thing.
So don't go to Domo's Facebook.
Just keep your Instagram and Twitter friendly.
Don't go to Domo's Facebook. We'll post it all in the video.
You're not
you guys
lying.
will see
I just got added.
He just accepted you.
Greg's lying. Greg been my friend since 2009 on Facebook.
All right, so let's move into 25 questions. Papa G, we will not be able to see you during this segment. Yachty will read the questions out. I will set a timer for 3 minutes. Let me just get the questions ready.
25 questions. Let's go.
Take Greg off and put Domo on.
Bye, Greg.
Peace, Greg.
All right. All right. So, Yachty, you want to read the questions?
Yes.
All right. I'm going to set the timer right now. After you read the first question, I will start the timer.
All right. You ready?
All right, let's go.
All right. If you could be any animal in the world, what would it be?
Lion.
How would your best friend describe you using only 3 words?
Confused, arrogant, ambitious.
Okay. If you had to pick one superpower, what would it be?
To fly.
Name one thing you can never give up.
Mary Jane.
What's your favorite movie?
Ooh. Bronx Tale. We'll go with that.
What's your favorite song right now?
I don't know if this is love or not, but baby, we could find out.
Would you rather live for a week in the past or in the future?
In the future.
What's your favorite color?
Black.
Who do you think is the biggest rapper to come out of Brooklyn?
Jay-Z.
Favorite restaurant of all time?
Ooh, I used to go to this little restaurant called La Traviata by Brooklyn Promenade. My favorite. It's closed now.
Name your biggest role model.
Malcolm X.
If you could be a member of any TV sitcom family, which would it be?
Shit. Boondocks.
If you could live anywhere besides Brooklyn, where would you live?
California.
If you had to change your name, what would it be?
King.
What's your favorite meal to make?
Chicken parmesan. Only one I know
how. Coffee or tea?
Tea.
What's your least favorite household chore?
Cleaning up.
What did you say as a kid when asked, what do you want to be when you grow up?
An artist.
Nice. Name a place you'd like to visit that you've never been to before.
Africa.
What living celebrity do you relate to the most?
Shit. Oprah. I don't know.
Name one thing that gets on your nerves.
Ignorant people.
Where were you born?
Brooklyn, New York, St. Mary's Hospital, Crown.
What is the first thing you would do if you won the lotto?
Buy my mom's a house.
Favorite show that you're currently watching?
Unsolved Mysteries on Netflix.
And the last one, what's your biggest motivation?
The world. Just looking how fucked up the world is. I gotta get my...
We got through 25.
I think he's like one of the first people to finish in a while, you know?
Oh, word.
Yeah.
It's
been a while since somebody has finished.
We're breaking records here.
Oh, Domo, before I forget, how do we get our arms to look like yours? I meant to ask earlier. We got talking about racism and everything. I kind of lost my train of thought.
Protein and push-ups.
Protein and push-ups, y'all. You know? All right.
It.
Papa G, let's get to work, buddy.
That's a lie. 'Cause I've been doing protein and push-ups for 30 years. That's like.
Oh, man, I'm crying.
All right. Appreciate you, Domo. Let's get into our last segment of the day.
Let's get it.
So we're going to do our positive note. This is where we hand the screen off to Dom. Why does Greg keep popping up when I say Domo? Okay. All right.
Invasive. Like,
get
damn.
rid of Greg again. All right, there he goes. All right. So we're going to hand over the mic to Domo, and he's going to give us some type of inspiration, some type of positivity, motivation to get us through our week, our day, our hour, whatever it may be. Domo, all yours. Oh, sorry. I forgot that. Sound bite. All right. There you go.
I like that. What's going on, y'all? So right now I'm keeping it straight black. And I'm talking to my young black people. You know what I mean? Love yourself. Do research on yourself. Knowledge of thyself. Bring self-love. You know what I mean? Self-love. You start treating yourself different. You start treating other people different. Love yourself, my people. That's it. That's my words of inspiration for the day.
Thank you, Domo, for that positive note. Appreciate you. And appreciate you coming through again. I know it took a while for us to get this all set up with everything going on in the world and all this stuff, but finally got it done. Finally got Domo here. All right, here's DomoNoGood. Funds. Enjoy.
Hey. Don't ask me for none. I've been riding through the city trying to add to my funds. Girl, I like the way that I can see the ass from the front. Ay, we could take a sip and you could pass me the blunt. I remember taking trips and getting cash when I run. I've been out here on my shit, I think I passed on the front. Niggas thinking shit is sweet, then baby, pass me the gun. I've been wildin', I've been tweaking, baby, pass me the gun. Nigga out here on the mission, I will pass till it's done. She been dancing on the pole full of bag full of runs. So she tryna get some money for a cab in the sun. Nigga, that's where I'm from. Straight at the bottom, I'm doing my dance, I'm drinking my drink straight at the bottom. Them niggas be frontin' and talking that shit, they got a problem. But when we see them face to face, they saying that it's true. My bitches like the bride, I know these bitches like designer. Said she looking for a job, no she looking for a sponsor. I've been out here on my grind, smoking reefer, touching commas. I've been well into my time, I buy my own starting lineup. We got Jummy in this bitch, fuck around and blow the spotters. Niggas shot at my Jamaicans or the bombing in the shots. I swear a nigga cold as shit, but won't find nobody hotter. I'm about to heat the block up, know I got a loaded lock up. Shit. Ay, faded on the beat, yeah, you know that. Ay, put the city on like a throwback. Right, bitch, take your pick, that's a Kodak. Hey, I've been in the streets and now I'm go back. Don't ask me for none. Ride through the city trying to add to my funds. Girl, I like the way that I can see the ass from the front. Hey, we could take a sip, but you could pass me the blunt. I remember taking trips and getting cash when I want. I've been out here on my shit, I think I passed on the front. Niggas think this shit is sweet, then baby, pass me the gun. I've been wildin', I've been tweaking, baby, pass me the blunt. Hey, hey, don't ask me for none. Ride through the city trying to add to my fun. Girl, I like the way that I can see the ass from the front. Hey, we can take a sip, but you can pass me the blunt. I remember taking trips and getting cash when I want. I've been out here on my shit, I think I passed in the front. Niggas think this shit is sweet, then baby, pass me the gun. I've been wildin', I've been tweaking, baby, pass me the blunt. Hey,
Alright. Okay. Elo Space remix.
That's going on the Wolf House playlist.
Yeah, as soon as it gets it on iTunes, put that shit right up. Again, don't forget to check out Birth of a Nation. It's on all platforms right now, right? It should be everywhere. We listen to it on Apple Music, but it should be on every platform. Follow DomoNoGood on Instagram and Twitter, not Facebook.
Not you can try.
Good luck on Facebook. Again, Domo, I appreciate you coming through, brother. It's been another awesome pod.
move to the nation.
We're gonna ride out. Peace.
For which we stand.